There's always interest in that, the foods that increase the metabolism. And one thing one needs to know is just eating more often by itself increases metabolism. Every time you eat, your metabolism goes up a little bit. And so the worst thing one can do is limit themselves to eating once or twice a day. So the first thing you want to do is spread your food out throughout the day. Second, always eat something in the morning within 2 hours of getting up. If you wait too long, the metabolism slows down because it's trying to preserve you more since you've not eaten earlier. And then when you do eat, the body tends to hold on to those calories rather than burn them off. So that's number 2, is to always eat something within 2 hours of getting up. Number 3 is always have a little bit of protein with each meal, because protein tends to increase the metabolism, and always have a little carbohydrate with each meal because it does that too. Quickly absorbed sugars tend not to be as helpful as the slow absorbed. Slow absorbed tend to be better for the metabolism than, let's say, concentrated sweets, like something in a Coke or even fruit juice. So that's, like number 3 is the protein and the carbohydrate. When people cut their carbohydrates out completely, which they often do to lose weight quickly, they do initially lose a lot of water weight and some fat, but over time, cutting the carbs out entirely is not a good idea. The metabolism doesn't stay up as much as it should. Now, there are some specific, not only ingredients, but spices that actually boost the metabolism. One of them is cayenne pepper. And then anything that actually makes the body warmer, truly does to some degree boost the metabolism. Green tea has been shown in some studies to boost the metabolism very, very slightly. And then there are the vegetables that have very little carbohydrate, like your green beans and your cauliflower and your broccoli, that to some degree will boost the metabolism because it takes more energy to digest them than they provide. Okay. One has to be careful, though, about certain foods like soy, not overdoing soy, because they have elements in them that actually adversely affect the thyroid. So if you look on websites about the thyroid, you'll often notice it'll say, well, don't overdo the soy. And then even though I mentioned the broccoli, and the cauliflower, they can be good in that one respect, but they also are called cruciferous vegetables, and they contain goitrogens. And too much of them can adversely affect the thyroid too. So it's kind of a balance you have to have, with the foods that can boost the metabolism and the ones that don't. But, well, an ideal lunch meal, let's say, would be something like, let's say you had a grilled chicken breast, that didn't have a lot of fat, and then you had some vegetables with it, like green beans, and then maybe a whole grain roll, with it, would be kind of an ideal lunch that would help boost the metabolism. It had all those elements in it.